Here at CRC London, we had a week filled with God's kingdom being established, people encountering Jesus, and growing into their God-given identities. Welcome to The Drift. This past Saturday, we had Leaders Advance 2023, and it was a day we couldn't forget, filled with CRC leaders from all across London, the UK, and Europe, coming together, learning to grow, and catching a fresh revelation from God about what Jesus called us to do here on earth.
This Leaders Advance was all about the DNA of the CRC vision and how the home cell is the seed to multiply. Revival starts with us.
So it was my first time in Leaders Advance in London, and the best part was definitely the worship part in the beginning, because it was like amazing joy, amazing atmosphere.
I'm from CRC Manchester and I'm a 2IC, and what I've learned today in how I can build my home cell is to just start where I'm at and trust for the big things. So start small.
We have been created with the DNA to multiply.
It's about growing, multiplying in people and things and in everything that concerns you.
I've really learned how consistent you need to be in this journey, and that you're not in the journey alone.
The DNA is for growth and multiplication, and that's who God has called us to be. I'm ready to go back to Manchester and just grow.
If you've never come to Leaders Advance before, I would recommend it. The Word of God is in the place and you can't beat it. It's the place to be.
Vision Sunday was incredible. The creative team prepared an inspiring documentary about the fruit of a church being another church and the fruit of a campus being another campus. Over the last few years, CRC London multiplied into 5 campuses, but also 5 churches in the UK and Europe. We heard from members in CRC UK and Europe churches sharing powerful testimonies of how Jesus used this vision to impact and change their lives for eternity. So many people were touched, seeing those lives transformed, and came up to the altar giving their lives to Jesus. Our UK and Europe pastors from London, Amsterdam, Edinburgh, Manchester, Poland, and Durham also shared their experiences in building God's kingdom across the world. It is truly amazing to see the DNA of CRC is imprinted in each member and leader from different campuses and CRC churches in the UK and Europe. What a privilege to be part of this vision that is winning the lost at any cost. We want to thank Pastors Tabu and Karen for all their leadership as we build one church in many locations nationally and internationally.
CRC has a vision to reach the world for Christ.
And especially when you speak over that every day, praying and fasting as a church, God's power, God's supernatural power will move mightily and it will surely come to pass.
After today and hearing about the vision, I'm ready to do it now.
Watching the documentary about how CRC is growing nationally and internationally was so inspiring.
We're not just saying the good stuff, but we're actually doing it.
I really resonated with when they were talking about being planted and being part of a church.
And I love to be a part of that, because life is not worth living unless you're living for a vision that's much bigger than yourself.
If you're looking for a community or a place where you can encounter the presence of God, join us this week as we host home cells in multiple locations all across London. Thanks for tuning into today's Drift. We'll see you next week.